Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shandelee Music Festival. Welcome to our 30th anniversary season of the Shandelee Music Festival. For those of you who don't know me, my name is John Bernstein. I'm the Youth and Outreach Program Director for the festival, as well as the House Manager. And we are thrilled to have each and every one of you here tonight. Whether this is your first event that you've attended at the festival, or whether you are a seasoned veteran that remembers the festival under a tent 30 years ago, we are thrilled to have each and every one of you here tonight. And really, I think the biggest thing with that is bringing music of any kind, and live music, back to the Catskills and back to our wonderful area here. So we really appreciate all of your support in doing all of that. I would like to take a minute tonight to just thank some of our staff that really make all of this possible. We're halfway through our festival season here, and we wouldn't be able to be here tonight without them. First off, we have Allie Lennon out in the box office, handling all of our ticket needs. She certainly keeps us running here. To all of our wonderful summer staff that keeps everything moving, keeps everything running on time, and keeps our events flowing, we thank all of them as well. And we certainly would not be able to do it without our fantastic audio engineer, sound artist, and recording engineer, Brendan Golly, who really, truly keeps us running. So we thank everyone here tonight for that. We ask, please, tonight that you refrain from any kind of video recording or audio recording. We'd like for you just to be present with us in the moment and take in all of this beautiful music that you're about to hear. So without any further ado, please help me in welcoming back to the Shandelee Music Stage, the Arcadia Players.
Tonight's program explores several renditions of folk tunes by two Italian composers, Francesco Barasanti and Francesco Gimignani. Barasanti's collection was published in 1742. Several years later, Gimignani's collection appeared in 1749. Gimignani was born in Lucca and was quite famous as a virtuoso violinist when he arrived in London in 1714. And England, like much of Europe at the time, was infatuated with the Italian style, Italian music. And Gimignani's innovative playing led to a comfortable lifestyle, a comfortable career in his new home. But apparently his intense personality led to difficult personal situations, professional situations, and later financial circumstances. But nonetheless, he attracted a number of patrons, including King George, and played for King George with Handel at the keyboard. He taught many students and published several treatises. He died in 1762. Barasanti, also from Lucca, in fact they were friends, had a harder time establishing himself in his new country. He played in London, then moved to Edinburgh in the north of Scotland in 1735 to lead a music society there. But it didn't work out. After several years in Edinburgh, he left Edinburgh and returned to London. Barasanti died in 1775. perhaps that felt unfinished. But that was a short rendition of Broom of Coden Nose by Barsanti. And he took the melody and provided an Italian accompaniment. But what's interesting, and again, perhaps it felt unfinished or unresolved, in fact, many Scottish tunes and tunes within Barsanti's collection are left hanging, perhaps with an unresolved ending, an unresolved feeling. So in contrast, Gimignani used the same tune, but expanded it. He added another treble line, he offered different accompaniments, and interestingly, he incorporated another tune titled Bonnie Christie. And this practice of pairing tunes, sometimes overlapping tunes or fusing tunes together, is still very common in many genres of music. So this is now Gimignani's rendition. you can see that Gemignani took the tune, but really pulled it into a real sonata in the Italianate fashion. but we'll take a 15-minute intermission here, and then we'll return. Thank
Hello again. My name is Daniel Strout. For those that don't know me, I'm the founding president. This was my dream for years and years and years. And now it is such a pleasure, after what we've been through these last 2 years, to see you right here in our seats. I value you. I value you for your attendance, your membership, and corporate sponsors. If you're not already a member, we have a wonderful membership program, and if you want to become a member, you can join at any level that's comfortable for you. We couldn't do this without you. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and enjoy the second half.
Phoebus bright in the skies, with golden rays lightning, he makes our nature's beauties rise, of trees and flowers he when Phoebus bright in the skies, with golden rays lightning, he makes our nature's beauties rise, of trees and flowers he quickens.
as you likely have noticed, both composers found inspiration in the folk tunes of their adopted country. And they were certainly not alone. During the 18th century, many books of folk song texts, as well as tunes, were published. First of all, many composers collected these tunes, and then they published works like these. And composers took advantage of the fact that there were these new collections. And so the composers created new arrangements, like Passanti and Giannati. For instance, Haydn, Beethoven, and other composers were attracted to this tradition of taking a tune and then essentially doing something with it, whether it's changing the accompaniment or adding a set of divisions, or in other words, variations. And so this was a very common practice. And interestingly, some of these same tunes are still used in folk circles today. perhaps some of these instruments are unfamiliar to you. This is the viola da gamba, which essentially means viol of the leg in Italian. As you can see, I'm holding the instrument between my legs. There's no end pin like the cello. But this is the precursor to the modern bass. It's slightly smaller than the cello. It's more like a cousin to the cello. But this has 7 strings. Some viols have 6 strings, but this is a 7 string. And it uses gut strings like the Baroque violins. The bows are slightly different. Peter's viol also uses gut strings, and the bow is different than, say, modern instruments. And perhaps my colleagues could say a few quick words about their instruments. Hideki is playing the arch lute, and William is playing the theorbo.
So this is a theorbo, which is, I guess, it's kind of, it's the biggest of the lute family. It's so relative to the lute. These long strings are bass strings tuned to a scale, and same with the arch lute, but I won't say too much. But so this is what the bass notes sound like. It was invented around 1600, the beginning of the Baroque period. And let's see, I try to fly Southwest, fits in a 737 bulkhead, and I drive a Prius, and it fits fine.
And this is an arch lute. Looks similar, a little bit smaller. Functions a similar kind of way, but the major difference between these two instruments is the tuning. It goes, this thing goes up way high. The highest string on this instrument is this G compared to...
It's my highest string.
So it has a much bigger high range. And the way we make it work is that because of the different tuning, the same chord is fingered differently, so that we kind of get this effect of a really rich resonance. Do you have a D major?
D chord?
Yeah. So let's hear yours first. So the same chord is fingered differently, and so it just has a really rich sonority when we play together. And then really quickly, I'll talk about this instrument that I've been playing on some of the other pieces. This is a Baroque guitar, and so it's a direct ancestor of the modern guitar. It has 5 sets of strings instead of the modern 6 single strings. It has pairs of strings. It doesn't have the low E of the modern guitar, and the 5th course is tuned up an octave, so it's called the reentrant tuning, similar to like an ukulele. It doesn't go up, but it goes, my dog has fleas. I hope not.
And I should say a quick word maybe about what the 3 of us are doing, if you're not familiar with this style of music. So there's often a bass line with numbers, and it's suggested harmony. So if we do this concert tomorrow or another night, what the 3 of us do could be very different. It's called realizing a continuo line, a basso continuo line. And there's an element of improvising with this kind of music. The fiddle players do this as well, whether they vary or ornament. But it was a shorthand system, much like reading a chart for pop music or reading a chart in sort of jazz, where you have a set of chords, maybe a melody, but one page is not going to be enough, so you have to do something with it. So there's an element of what we say reading off the page. So there's a sketch, and then you're supposed to do something with it. And with that said, if you have any questions about the instruments, perhaps my colleagues and I could chat with you after. But we have one last song for you, Oh Betsy Bell.
pezzi bella neri grey, the art of bonny lasses, depict above on yonder way, and backing toward lashes. Oh, pezzi bella neri grey, the art of bonny lasses, depict above on yonder way, and backing toward lashes. Che pezzi bella majesty, fountain Mary Grace to pocky in, and God my fancy fountain. In spite of all my sin, hath stolen my heart away. Alas, of purchase